Hey everyone, it's Saturday, April 27th. So a couple videos ago, one of the questions I got from you guys was whether I'd rather be lost in Madagascar or Tokyo. And when I was thinking about it, I was like, it'd be really scary to be lost in Tokyo. And it would. I would be terrified. But the thing is, I don't need to go to Tokyo to get lost. I don't even need to go to Salt Lake City. I am a professional at getting lost. I can still manage to get lost in my hometown of Wyoming, Minnesota. And just to give you some perspective on that, we moved there when I was 6, over 16 years ago. And when we moved there, the population was less than 3,000 people. And now it's around 8,000 people. This is Wyoming. That little pink shaded area, that's my town. Look at all those lakes, it's so pretty, I miss it. Okay, it is not a large town. And I still manage to get lost there. Like every time I go home. But yeah, as anyone who's ever ridden in a car with me can tell you, I do not have a sense of direction. And very few people ever manage to quite grasp the extent to which I do not have a sense of direction. And they're like always full of completely useless advice for me. Especially out here, because people always give me the mountains are to the east line. Yes, I know. And the mountains can be moderately helpful. But when I'm walking around somewhere, I'm not thinking, I'm heading north right now. I'm thinking, I'm heading to the left of the mountains right now. And what about when it's dark, huh? What then? I understand how directions work on a cognitive level. Like if I stop and I take the time to orient myself, I can figure it out. But that does me almost no good on a practical level. Like, the second I turn a corner, or it's not the front thing in my mind anymore, or I go inside a building, it's gone. And not only am I directionless, but I'm also really bad at remembering step-by-step directions and things like where places are in relation to other places. And I'm a really bad judge of distance. I'm just really severely lacking in the entire spatial reasoning department in general. So then another of my favorites is when people try to tell me, like, right then, how to get to a place. We'll be talking about going somewhere and I'll tell them, I don't really have a sense of direction and I'm also really bad at remembering where things are. And somehow this translates in people's brains to, I need you to give me directions verbally right now because I sometimes get lost. No, listen. When I say I don't have a sense of direction, I don't mean I have a poor sense of direction. I mean, I am not equipped with a sense of direction. That one just was not installed in my brain. And if you're gonna give me directions to a place, you cannot give them to me verbally. You need to write them down, and it can't be like, go to this place and then keep going until you see this place and then turn east there and then go about a mile. No. Either you sit in the car with me and give me very specific, step-by-step, detailed directions with none of those, like, sudden, turn right there's. Or you go all MapQuest on that business from me, starting from my front door. Do not assume I know anything, because I don't. It took me till I was in 5th grade to know how to ride my bike to my own elementary school. It's less than a mile from my house. But yeah, people always think that they can somehow fix my directionlessness. Like it's just something that they can tell me how to do. You know, I'll be in the car with someone and it'll come up and I'll say, I don't have a sense of direction. And they'll be like, that's north. Oh, thank you. Hallelujah, I'm cured. It would be about as effective if you were to take a person who was born completely blind, stick a lemon in their hand, and be like, that's yellow. Congratulations, you now understand color. I'm sorry, I know you want to help, but it just does not work like that. So yeah, if you're ever in the car with me and need to know how to get somewhere, stick your smartphone in my hand, and I will Google it for you and let Google tell you how to get there. And you laugh, but it can be pretty scary sometimes if you're driving around and you don't know where you're going. This is a big part of why I hate driving so much, because it's very nerve-wracking to have to get somewhere and to know that if you are not bringing your A game 100% of the time and just completely focusing on how to get there, you will get lost and you won't know how to fix it. It just produces a lot of anxiety. And I don't like it. This is why when I'm a billionaire, I will have my own chauffeur and I will never drive anywhere. Thanks for joining us on today's edition of Things Mallory's Terrible At. Tune in tomorrow when our topic will be throwing things at a target that is 5 feet away from me. No, listen. When I say I don't have a sex... I don't have a sex, guys. For the